Good news to report this morning on the nation's weather forecast. This morning, Pennsylvania's most famous groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, did not see his shadow, which means we're in for an early spring. Members of Phil's top hat-wearing inner circle revealing the rodent's forecast this morning at sunrise. So spring is on its way, apparently, right?
Sure. I mean, if the rodent says it's going to, might as well listen to it.
So
I mean, it does feel warm.
It does, yeah. With that bitter cold finally gone, it's nice out there.
It's like 40 degrees warmer right now, and we're still only in the 20s. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But we are tracking a little bit of some iffy weather as we get into the overnight. Now, the time lapse did show that we started off cloudy, but then some fog started to develop, especially along the Fox Valley and moving into our area. Now, temperatures, a little bit of a distinction. From the north, we're in the lower to mid-20s. Down to the south, you folks are in the mid-30s, so about a 10-degree, even 15-degree temperature swing. And even though of that being said, we are warmer than yesterday, even 25 degrees warmer right now in Fond du Lac. And these values are just going to kind of continue on into tomorrow and also into Monday, before we crash back down into more seasonable, even below freezing, below seasonable temperatures. Winds light and variable at about 5 to 10 miles per hour coming in out of the east, out of the north. So a backdoor cold front actually coming off of Lake Michigan has cooled us off here in Green Bay. We were at about 31 degrees earlier this afternoon, and now we're down into the lower 20s. With that fog mist ongoing right now, we do have that winter weather advisory remains in effect until noon tomorrow, but I do think that there will be some fog that remains as we go into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Just those temperatures will start to warm up above the freezing mark, cutting the freezing drizzle factor out of the picture. As we go into Marquette, Fond du Lac, Green Lake counties, dense fog advisory down for them. This is a view off in Appleton. Look how dense that fog is, down to only 1/8 of a mile of visibility. And it looks like we get even worse overnight tonight. Skycast keeping us under very low values all the way through the afternoon tomorrow, even into Monday, before we start to see that fog lift out of the area. That's what happens when you got a very mild air mass moving right over a dense snowpack, especially this time of the year. The satellite radar composite does show it's very light mist, but that's all you need to cause some slick spots. Actually, our own Juliana Falk was coming back from a shoot, and she mentioned that some of the roads are pretty slick this evening, so make sure you take your time if you're heading out and about. We've got a stationary front right across the Badger State, low pressure off towards the west. Eventually, we'll see more steadier rains moving into the area, but at least for the time being, some light drizzle, maybe a few sprinkles, but that's pretty much all we're anticipating. Now, that winter weather advisory continues until noon tomorrow. You see these temperatures in the mid-30s, but because of how cold it has been, that ground temperature still needs a little bit of time to get above freezing, so any rain or drizzle that falls, even though the air temperature is above freezing, will still make a little bit of ice accumulation down to the ground. Then as you get towards Monday, you'll start to see more steadier rains move into the area before a cold front moves through and our temperatures do fall back down. So for tonight, dropping down to probably just near 32 degrees, and then our temperatures will gradually warm up by tomorrow, going to a high of 43, and we even get a little warmer by Monday, 47. Our average high is 25. And then we have several rounds of some light snow flurries. It looks like a couple inches on Wednesday, and maybe even additional snowfall on Friday. So winter, it just took a quick vacation. It's coming back, Matt.
Yeah, but I really do like the break, especially after what we had recently.
Probably people are going to be at the beaches tomorrow. Who knows?
Absolutely. Thanks, Gino. Coming up on